You're watching my favorite YouTube channel. I am Chillmonger. Kamala Khan is being cancelled. Marvel does about 50 comics a month. In that 50, there's like 10 mutant books, a few Spidey books. The FF have their comic. Captain America, Captain Marvel, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Daredevil. Kamala Khan is not on that list. She's been canceled. I last checked on comiccron.com. It feels like books that were making under 20,000 in sales have been canceled lately. So that's like the Ghost Rider book, Doctor Strange has ended too, canceled. Kamala Khan was in the neighborhood of 13,000 sales every month. Physical issues going to North America. That's what Comiccron calculates. This is bad. Where do we go from here? Let's look at where we are. This character's always been here, present. She's been canceled a few times, but there was always a number one restarting the series. 3 number ones so far for this character. They even tried to spice it up by calling her comic book Magnificent Ms. Marvel, and that didn't work either. They view this character, Marvel, as the diversity character, based off of prior history, based off of the way they treat her. Akira Yashido, aka CB Sobolski. That was his pen name. Since he's taken over, there's been a focus on Asian characters. Shang-Chi, all the Agents of Atlas, Arrow, Swordmaster had a book. There's Rise of Ultraman that's happening now. Braun, Amadeus Cho, he's kind of been pulled from the Champions book and given a spotlight there. So that's happening there. Now, when these people, and when I say these people, white people in power, when they're doing their diversity thing, they're tunnel visioned. Cancel Black Panther. Cancel Kamala Khan. I'm doing diversity. You can do, actually, it's part of diversity to do more than one. No, diversity. That's what's happening there over at Marvel. I say that because it's happening exactly like that. I think I know what they think of the character. Let's look at animation. Okay, she's popping in here and there. She doesn't have the ongoing what was it called? Was it called Avengers? Was it called Avengers Assemble? She doesn't have that, but she's in that TV show often. She's in the Marvel Rising show often, so they haven't given up on her there. Disney Plus, she's got her own Disney Plus, so the movie people, at least they care enough to include her. And then the video game people, who I can't give them too much points for because look how long does it take to produce a video game? 3-4 years. The decision to include her was back when they were hype about her. That was Axel Alonso's time. I don't think that if Marvel was doing an Avengers game today, she's not in it. Monica Rambeau, Wanda Maximoff, they're in it. So of all the medias, that's where she is. That's where she is. I want to talk about comic books. We need to make some changes to fix her. And changes need to be done. We can't just pretend, give her a new number one, which is probably going to happen when the Disney Plus comes out. That's what happens when Black Widow was supposed to come out, Taskmaster came out with a miniseries. Ant-Man and the Wasp, they had their own miniseries. That's the pattern here. Shang-Chi's came out, was supposed to coincide with the miniseries. Of course, we know what happened, but the comic still came out. Change her. Her name is horrible. Her name isn't even pronounced correctly. Kevin Feige's announcing her for her Disney Plus. Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. Now, she didn't even say Kamala Khan properly, which is going to get very confusing because of the vice president who was lawfully elected. Kamala Khan? Ms. Marvel is how you say it. Miss Marvel is the wrong way to say it. So, even though it's MS, you pronounce the Z sound. What's significant about this Ms. word? Nothing. It's a title like Mr., except it doesn't specify her marital status. That's what that word means. Mrs., that's MRS. There's Miss, MISS. Mrs. means you're married. Miss means you're unmarried. Ms., I don't know if she's married. That's what that means. So that is the word in front of Marvel. Who there's a Blue Marvel, there's a Captain Marvel. There's a Marvel boy, there's a Marvel girl. Everyone is named Marvel. It's nothing. So her name is unspecified marital status Marvel. That's what her name is. That needs to go. It was cute. We were in the shadow of Carol, but now that we're 75 books in and it's been canceled, how about a new identity? And this book focuses on identity. That's what she's all about. Let's leave the Ms. Marvel era. Let's have her be called Kamala Khan. So number one, change her name. Number two, she needs to show that she is Kamala Khan, no more secret identity. That's a huge thing that needs to change. And of course, what would that mean? Number three, she is out of school. Whether she graduates, whether she drops out, most likely graduation because she's on the verge of graduating anyways. Let's do it. We've had Spider-Man for those stories. And like we had Kamala Khan with all those stories of I gotta do this because of school. Folks, why do we go to school? It's to find out what we want to be in the future. She does not need to go to university to become a doctor when she knows what career path she's going to. She's not even a smart character. I understand Peter Parker's desire to be what was he, a professor nowadays? Oh, well, that got rescinded. But she's not an intelligent character the way Peter is, or the way people who need school is. She knows what she's doing. She just lived through the last 10 years of the Marvel Universe, a sliding timeline, and she watched that career path of superheroes, and she says, I want that next. Parents, I'm going to Avengers Mountain. Bye. Also needs to change the relationship with her parents. So she's going to come out and explain what she's been doing with her parents. Maybe she'll have Peter Parker over, because in Marvel Team Up, they body swapped, so she knows who Spider-Man is. They need to have a long talk. Peter's going to say, I don't have parents. I have an Aunt May. And even for that, I was worried about things. Listen, family, you guys have to go under some witness protection. Now that her identity is revealed, and she's all about, I'm Kamala Khan, you guys gotta be, you can help me with my superhero missions. You can be my guy in the chair. You can give me stuff in my earpiece, but you guys can't just live your regular life anymore. It's the cost of me saving lives. What other comic book character has that? Nobody. Let's do it. Change the character. And then give her a new writer. The qualification process for writing Kamala Khan can't be, first question. Where do you worship on Fridays? You're hired. That can't be it. If she's top tier, treat her top tier. Get on the phone. Hickman, hey, we were thinking about having you write Ms. Marvel. No, that's Jean Grey, Ms. Marvel. You know, Ms. Marvel, she's been in stuff. We just sort of want you to treat her the way you treated Black Panther when you were doing New Avengers, even though you weren't doing Black Panther. We kind of want that treatment. Hello? Try Donny Cates. Try Al Ewing. Al Ewing would probably be down for that. You follow this guy on Twitter, he's all about, yeah. Okay, it sounds like I'm dissing him, which maybe I was dissing him by doing that. But I mean this seriously. Al Ewing would be the guy to do it, since he is for inclusion, diversity, and all that lovely stuff. I'm sorry I did that. I'm not even going to edit that out. I'm done. Donny Cates. I'm trying to name more top tier Marvel writers. Chip Zdarsky. Can you imagine what he could do with this character? Give her the love and give her a great ass artist and see what happens. Have a story where she's featured in, so like the next big summer event. It doesn't got to be her book because no one would pick it up, but make her like a top 5 character in the next event. So imagine if King in Black happened and she was featured in it, and she is like on a page in the group shots as she is in most. Donny Cates did this to her also in the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy when Thanos needed a new host. For some reason, she was one of the options there. There was like 20 heads, and her face was there too. That was cool. But have her featured in the new event. What if like symbiotes didn't work on polymorphs, and they'd be like, "Oh, this is our trump card. We got Kamala Khan." Imagine if something like that happened, and then have it play out in her comic. By the way, when King in Black 5 ends, Ms. Marvel starts again. Call the book Kamala Khan, not Ms. Marvel. Magnificent Kamala Khan starts again. And people who have just read that event are maybe having inclination to read the Ms. Marvel book. Sell Ms. Marvel, I keep saying Ms. Marvel, sell Kamala Khan to comic book readers. Give them a reason to give her a second shot. Have something happen in an event, whether she is hurt, whether she's powered up, something significant, and then try it. But this character's got to change. I suggested some suggestions. I would like to know what you, the Kamala Khan fan, would also want to change her to make her better. Because this is not it. Her comic was canceled. Under 20,000 in sale. Except for Runaways. Runaways is still going on. But her book was canceled. This is bad. Emergency alert. This isn't something we should be happy about. That's the state that his character is in. Alex Ross does a mural. She's not featured in that mural. You know who is, though? They actually made a last minute call and said, add Shang-Chi to that mural. Because, like I said, Akira Yashido is too busy doing his Akira Yashido thing. Like the video, leave your comments.